So now the recording is started. This is the introductional webinar for new people who have recently joined or haven't joined yet, and hopefully after the presentation will join. The webinar will be recorded. So for those who would love to share the presentation with your peers, with your family members, with your friends, please do so. You will be able to find this presentation on our channel, on YouTube channel, under Global Transnet UK. All right. So I will start. Da-da-da. All right. So my name is Anete Martinsone. Very nice to meet all of you. I believe I haven't spoken to any of you, so it's quite exciting. I joined the company 3 years ago, and today I'm acting or more involved in building the business, building the brand awareness in the UK and internationally. So I'm more on the marketing and the sales side. I have also tried to bring in big investors or smaller investors because every person is important for us today. So I'm looking after the existing partners and the new ones that comes in, because here in the UK we have a team of, I think, around 10 people, but you know, each of us needs help. So we are here to help not just in the UK but also globally. When I joined the company 3 years ago, it was only beautiful. There was only beautiful pictures and brochures about, you know, beautiful SkyWay trades. I actually have the brochure behind me. I mean the pop-up banner. And I was approached by one of my friends who said, like, Anete, you know, there's an amazing project. You know, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You have to jump on board. And I was like, no, that's not for me. You know, I have my security. I have my job. I don't need anything. And actually, what is investment, right? But I'm happy I have a friend like him, Armand, who was so persistent and didn't let me go before I said, okay, fine, you know, I will do it. Okay, leave me alone. And I would say that was one of my well, thanks to him, I'm here today. Thanks to him, I have seen world different eyes. I've seen things with different eyes, and I'm here to show you, you know, also what problems we are facing on a daily basis, and that there is a solution to what we are challenging. You know, traveling to different countries or work, what air we are breathing, and etc. And I think it's very important to see the value of how you can bring, of what you do, you can bring the value to yourself and then to others. Because when I was working in a different company, also in sales and the business management side, I couldn't do the job as passionate as I'm doing here, you know, the SkyWay project today, because I see, you know, how I can change things, not making someone again richer and richer. So the global disaster, I don't know, some people don't like word disaster because it sounds very, very, how to say, very, very, I wouldn't, like, some kind of connects disaster with hurricanes or earthquake, but I believe that the daily challenge that we're facing today is even bigger, a bigger problem, bigger challenge than some earthquake, you know. Even then it's a problem, but still, you know, I'd say in a bigger picture, if you're looking at the air we are breathing on a daily basis, and I'm not talking just about the UK, I'm talking about, you know, countries in Europe, in Africa, in America, it doesn't matter where you're traveling, there is air pollution. Same as water pollution. I'm not even talking about overcrowded, you know, the streets. All right, maybe smaller cities or smaller, you know, countries, they would not have this overpopulated streets, but here it is. And that means that we have less air to breathe. I have unfortunately seen quite often more and more people wearing masks, where it was very rarely like several countries that were doing it. Today I can see this in London. I have seen it in Liverpool. Come on, where we are going? This is crazy. And I have personally how to say experience on my health. At some point last year, I thought I have asthma because I had like a breathing problems. I was like, why do I, missing breath, like breathe, like why do I have to do it like twice instead of one time? And then I came across an article where it says that unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm talking about London, but it just resonates with me here. It was that in the first 5 days in this year, we have reached the like the maximum toxical level that could be reached over the year time. And this is why air pollution is causing more and more death, which is crazy. And then we are talking, well, we don't even talk about the road accidents and injuries that people are gaining, kind of experiencing during this, the accident, the tragic, the traffic jams. Oh gosh, this morning I had the choice to use the underground where the air pollution is even worse, or I had to take a bus, stay overgrounded, but stay in the traffic for ages. Which one is better? I even don't know. Sometimes I think walking is better, but at the same time, air pollution is still bad. It's crazy. And if we're talking about the safety, as they say, keep safety. I've seen different countries, they have, for example, for underground or for trains, they have the doors in front between people and the train. In London, I have seen it a couple places, but most of the times they have only yellow line where they say, people, please be behind this yellow line, before the train arrives. But then the question is, if we have like overcrowded platforms, like you can see here in the picture, and if there is like child or older lady and people are angry and all they want is just get home from work, or they are so stressed to get to work that they're gonna push and they don't look who is there pushing. Sometimes I get punched with the elbow, or someone rush in front of my face. That's not safety either. But all we do, we are paying higher and higher prices for journeys, and not even talking about the cancellation and delays. I live in South Croydon, and I'm using Southern Rail train services, which is complete disaster. In December, from 31 days, they worked only 20 days, and then in January, when we came back, they didn't work first week. They do whatever they want. Sometimes I think like no one can control them. Government is putting more, like investing more and more money into broken system and broken infrastructure, and nothing is going better. Everything is going worse. And who is paying for this? Obviously the taxpayers. Is it fair? No, it's not. And that's why I feel that, what we're doing here, we can definitely maybe not completely like make it like as a beautiful world to live, but I think we can improve the situation to what we are experiencing today. And so here we are the SkyWay Invest Group, and we are the educational platform or investment portal, as well as the trademark for Rail SkyWay system. Andre Harada is the CEO behind this idea. He is a millionaire, a very educated person, very bright person. He got so much experience in different traditional businesses and not traditional businesses, and at some point in his life, he saw that. Or he was a point that he got everything he wanted, but he wanted to go bigger. Even though he created his own academy for private investors, it was very limited audience or limited people that he could reach out to and give this knowledge, give this experience, give his information to how the life can be created, or how the life could be how they can live the life if they are not following the system that they were taught in school. And in school who was putting the system for us with the government. So his mission and our mission also here is to educate people about the importance and of financial and investment education, because some people think, and I don't blame them, not some, most of the people think that investment is a luxury. The investment is for rich people, who get millions and billions in their account, which is wrong. It's not. if you surround yourself with the people that have been there and done that, they will show you how you can, get out of the rat race. Don't go to work from 9 to 5. Well, if you like your job, that's fine. I think, where I'm here today, it's my place to be. But what I'm saying is, if we get enough information of how we can create investment portfolio, not having millions in our account, believe me, like over the year time, the money will start coming in more and more, which calls a passive income. And today with Andre Havrato, we have created the SkyWay Invest Group, where he's giving his knowledge to as many people as we can, globally. The other person I would like you to know about is Mr. Anatoly Unitsky. He is the big person behind this idea. He is the person why we are here today. He is a scientist, engineer, designer. People call him genius. Some people call him Elon Musk in Belarus. You can call him in like however you want, but he is the person who can change the way we move around today. He has created a unique string technology, SkyWay, and been working for this project for more than now I would say around 40 years already. Before he'd been awarded and certified in different areas, and two of them is 2 grants of the UN for development. You can see here in awards in blue colored. So he is very known scientist in the technology world. There is some technology that has been created by him that astronauts are using to go to cosmos or space today. So therefore, he never been involved in any dodgy businesses, in any pyramid scheme businesses, in any illegal businesses. Instead, 40 years has been dedicated to to bring this project from just an idea to numbers to actual reality. Unfortunately, he is more like a technical person, not like a business person. That's why for him it took, I would say, quite a long time to get to place where he is today, where we can say the skyway is not anymore a dream, but it's actually a reality. And Mr. Unitsky, I haven't met him yet, but I believe I kind of know him already, because he got his own blog or his own website, as you can see here under the awards and certifications, where you can read his biography. There are different videos that you can read. There are even, if you click on news, then you can see the chronological, the updates or the activities that has been done from 1956 or something. I might like misleading you, but there are some 1950s, I think, where you can see, beginning and then up to date, including all the patent numbers, because he got more than 100 patents. And on a patent scope, you can check those numbers if they're real, and obviously you will see them there. All right. The problem or the challenge that Mr. Unitsky was facing the most, or the biggest one, was to get the necessary funds. Funds he needed to create a test section, which I'll come back later, to show people, to prove people the technology is actually working and it can be put above the ground on the rail string technology. Saying that this is nothing, unique, like not unique. This is nothing futuristic. It's the same technology that we are using today. It's just upgraded and put above the ground using very little amount of, the land. So keeping the environment, as it is. Therefore, he was approached 20 years ago by banks, hedge funds who offered for him all the money. But they wanted big debt, like they gave him, I think, debt financing where you need to pay back a lot of money, big percentage as we call it, or big investors who came as well and said, well, hey, yeah, there is money, but all I want is, control package in your company. Control package means that they want to have more than 60% in his company, losing, the control of, simple things, for example, where it's going to be built, what material they can use, how much it's going to cost, etc. And who would love to give away more than 50% of his company or 51% of his company to someone who who just give the money? I don't like. Thanks God, like he was enough smart to tell them that no, this is not the best way for me to find the money, and that's fine. I will wait. I'm not losing out. Like that's the whole world that needs this, so I can wait. And he was waiting to the moment when Andrei Havrato, 3 years ago, approached Mr. Yunitsky. It was 4th of September 2014 when they signed a partnership agreement between the company SkyWay Invest Group and Eurasian Rail SkyWay Systems Ltd. Basically, Andrei Havrato, he wanted to do something big or bigger, let's say. And he was doing the research in the market to see what's out there. And he came across, the project. He came across, Mr. Anatoly Yunitsky. They met, they had a conversation, they found out about the challenges, and then he said, well, do you know about the crowdfunding? Do you know what it is? What if we create a SkyWay Invest Group platform where we're going to create this SkyWay project as a people project, giving opportunities for everyone around the world, like for ordinary people, to become part of something big? And then it was created. The SkyWay Invest Group and the Eurasian Rail Skyway System signed agreement, and today we are the financial arm for SkyWay Invest for Rail Skyway Systems to get the necessary funds for them to build the test section, which is pretty amazing. And here's a little video for you guys to listen. I think it's 2 minutes to show you just what we have done so far, facilities and Unibike. The video is unfortunately a bit old from last year, but soon we are about to create a new one after the Eco Fest, which I will come back later as well. Oops, didn't work. It doesn't show. Oops. All right, guys. Interesting. Oh, it has disappeared. Bear with me. Presentations. Let's find another one. Maybe it's going to be here. No, again. Our computer's playing around with me today. Maybe here. Yeah, here it goes. Oh, thanks God. How did you like the video? And to be honest, people sometimes say crowdfunding. Really? The problem is that people sometimes associate the crowdfunding with something very little. No one has ever done to what we are doing here today, guys. Therefore, it's very important before you are showing what we have to show them why we are doing it, for them to understand why we are doing what we are doing and why we are doing the way we are doing, if you know what I mean. Just to summarize what you've seen just on a video, we have 4 technologies that we are promoting today, or we will be promoting, with the tangible products very soon. It's Unibike. You can see here on top. The down right, the bottom right, correct word. It's Unibike, which is more for tourist attractions, for example, in parks. Where people can be enjoying the view from the top, from let's say 3 to 6 meters above the ground, and go around the park. I can give an example. We have huge Hyde Park here in London with a beautiful lake in the middle. Then we have another park called Regent's Park, also with a beautiful view. But how much you're going to be walking around from with the same route? Because the view from the top is amazing. So how can we see that? By using the Unibike. And for those lazy people, it would be much easier also to get from one side of the park to another park, on another side of the park. The speed can be reached up to 150 kilometers an hour. However, I'm always wondering, and I have asked, people who was in an Innotrans last year where we showcased this project. I was like, who is going to be, going around trying to enjoy the view with the speed of 150 kilometers an hour? Doesn't make sense, but maybe some extremists will be using it as a racing or something. I don't know. There is also included like a pedaling opportunity on a front seat. So as I'm saying, the first person, the person on the front can be like a driver, and the second one would have an opportunity to change the music on the lights wherever, and the third one is going to be enjoying, which I think is pretty cool. And the other one is Urban Skyway, the top right. It's more for short distances, up to 200 kilometers, and the speed can reach up to 150 kilometers an hour as well, if needed. So it's for the city, inner cities, for big cities that they don't have space anymore on the ground. It would be a very good opportunity to, bring the transport on the second level and make more space on the ground. It can be suspended on the mountain depending on the project. These two the technologies or types of transports are powered by the electricity or the solar panels, so no fuel. All right, and those are the ones who these two are more popular most popular at the moment. Then we have a high-speed skyway, and the cargo train. High-speed train is for longer distances, up to 10,000 kilometers, so we can connect cities, regions, countries, and continents in the future. The speed can go up to 500 kilometers an hour, which is pretty fast. It can be mounted suspended as well. Cargo train, it's more for corporate companies or countries that are trading between them some goods. So instead of buying or paying the services for the third-party logistic companies, they can buy their own truck, cargo, or build the whole truck. High-speed urban and Unibike, they need the specific certification because obviously they are carrying people, so they need to be certified by an independent company, telling that it's very safe and it's good to use for public. Cargo train still needs certification, but not so specific. The good news is that Urban Skyway and Unibike will be certified, up and running, and certified by 1st of July latest. For those who don't know, the Unibike is already up and running since last November. So it has been tested. It's been improved, in the technicalities, because everything that we are doing today here is for the first time. And the Urban Skyway, as far as I have seen and have been updated, the leg supporters and the structure is already kind of put together. They just need to glue together, as I'm saying. It's very Our technologies, they have quite a few advantages. So we are environment friendly because we are not digging new roads. All we do is just put like supporters or pillars. There could be different distance depending on the environment and on the surface as well, because our transport can be built anywhere, in any place that you can imagine. It can go up to plus 50 degrees, minus 50 degrees. It can be hard or soft surface. It can be water. It can be jungles. It can be lake, river. It doesn't matter. It can be mounted and area. It does not matter for us. We can be built anywhere. So that's that. So environment friendly. For eco-friendliness is that, as I already mentioned, Urban Skyway and Unibike is using the electric powered generator or solar panel. Solar panels can be more expensive, but it also can be done. High speed and cargo, we're really pushing to use just the electricity or solar panel, but at the moment, to push the train, the country will need to choose which fuel they want to use just to push the train to a certain speed. Once it's reached, like for example, this same 500 kilometers an hour, it can change automatically to electric powered generator. All right, so we are more eco-friendlier than any other transport out there today. We are also cost effective because it's very good, actually, like a number that I never knew before. To build any existing transport that we have here today, like a train or plane, or build a new road. Apparently, we are looking at least $20 million per kilometer, $20 million per kilometer, and it goes up. I will show you the comparison. Our transport requires from 3 to 8 million per kilometer. Can you hear me? 3 to 8. The average is 5 million per kilometer. Again, depending on complexity of the project, where it needs to go, how deep is the pillars need to be put, like material use, etc. But our average is 5 million versus 20 million and upwards. So what does it mean? It means that for people who use the project, who use the transport to get from A to B, it will cost pennies, people. It will cost pennies, and we will be able to travel all around the world. As I was speaking today with one friend from America, he says he loves traveling. When he says traveling, he means traveling, getting out from America and getting to Europe. And he was making a joke that people in America say, oh, I've been traveling, I've been to 37 states, because people are not able to travel. They don't have whether, finances or, any other problems, maybe some health problems or etc. So we need solution, and this is the solution. So I look forward and I really would love to be there when we connect continents. Right? So these are the advantages. And I want to mention there was a video, I think it was about the Airbus A380. Mr. Yunitsky, in one of the videos, he mentioned that Airbus A380 was produced or put together over 7 years time. It was put together during the 7 years, and it was spent a couple of billions to build this one cargo, one plane. And apparently later on, another 3 years, they needed to use to produce the pilot plot. and then they had to test it as well for a couple another years. So what? So Airbus plane A380, as I said, and it was spent 12 billions. 12 billion, guys, and plus 3 years producing pilot part, plus testing it for several years more. Where Mr. Yunitsky says that our train is as complex as plane. However, we don't have many years to build it, and we don't have billion to build it. All we do is very fast and very cost efficient, which I think is very, very cool comparison. And he also said, and it's a real figure, that the commercially we will be able to build 1 kilometer per day. Right? This is pretty awesome. I can't wait to see that. And here is like a past and today, guys. So these are the pictures I was introduced to, or I was provided when I joined the project. So more on the left side you see the digital picture, and more on the right side of the same product you see the real picture. So the digital and the real picture. Picture. This one on the bottom left is the station. One of the stations, I think it's for Unibike or Unibus. No, I think for Unibus. And this one is for security. So basically, we have like we don't build like a big, how to say the protection around the eco techno park, but we have like a very high electric powered like a wall where no one can get through. For animals is also safe. I was asked this question because they are giving some signals, so the animals are scared away and they are not injured. So as I said previously, how what you see have been how we have done this so far is through crowdfunding. And once again, for those who don't know what is the crowdfunding, it's a platform like a Kickstarter, Seeders, or Crowdcube, where startups are coming with the idea, or they're writing the idea, and they are putting on a public, and they, for example, say we are giving X amount of equity to raise X amount of money. So people from all around the world, they are able to chip in, in this project, in this idea for the startups to be able to, to build or create whatever they are doing. And most of the times, people are receiving something, in return, whether it's like a prototype once the company goes on public. So they created the idea, they, give them as a gift a prototype. If you, for example, it could be terms and conditions as well if you invest over $1,000, for example, dollars, or for example, some subscription for some services. In our case, crowdfunding, we have created to raise a $200 investment for our Eco-Techno Park, which is in Minsk. This is 36-hectare land given by the government, and it's completely, as they said, it's completely dead. Because many years ago, people were using it for, armies were using it for, the equipment testing, and we proved them wrong. Today we have planted trees, and today I think this year we're gonna keep planting trees as well. We have grass, flowers, tomatoes. We will have a lake. I think there is a lake already, but we need to put the water in, and we have to put the fishes in. And we will create it as we are saying Eco-Techno Park. This is the test section where we will build the high-speed train, which is down here. Then you have the Unibus, which is here, Unibike, and the cargo is on the left side, which you can see a little bit. But basically, this is the land where we can bring everyone who's very skeptical, who doesn't believe in this project, or versus to those people who are excited and they just need to see the project in, the transport in action, and they're gonna, give us the green light. So this is why and where the money, has been, kind of put in or like reinvested in a business. So we haven't put this money in our pockets. This money has gone directly to the Eco-Techno Park, which you can easily be witnessed by. You can witness, the transport in action yourself as well, which I will come later on, because we have organized the Eco Fest in 1st of July. The total investment needed is, as I said, $200 million. And today we have raised $27 million through a crowdfunding platform, which is pretty awesome. And this is the main company where people are investing today. And if you invest today, then you become automatically a owner of the technology and investor in the main company, as it once we build the projects all around the world, in Australia, New Zealand, India, somewhere in Europe, America, Africa, it doesn't matter, you will be receiving the dividends once the company starts earning the profit. So let's say we build a project in India, company, they build the project is up and running, people are using the transport. So once a company starts using the profit, receiving the profit, 20% will go back to investors quarterly. Okay, so this is pretty awesome, because some people say, oh no, I need still to wait for the project to be finalized, and then I will think, and the company goes an IPO, and then I will invest. Unfortunately, once the company goes an IPO, not for everyone. I think it's not going to be a very attractive opportunity, because God knows how much one share will cost once the company is on a stock exchange. But I will come back to later as well. The project has been divided on 15 stages. So we have a business plan. For those who are interested, you can go back to your sponsor and ask for it. Each stage requires certain things to be done and certain amount of money to be raised. I joined the company when it was 2014, and over 3-year time, what we have achieved is amazing. We have 2 transports up and running. The cargo train is also, I think, what I've seen from videos, is half ready. On our 1st of July, we might have the suspended, the mounted train as well, half ready to see it. We will have the transport certified. We have few contracts already signed. So stage 9 for our company, for our project, is the very, very exciting stage, because now we see the things happening. And more closer we get to stage 15, more closer we get to the IPO. The IPO is within the next 2 to 4 years time. Okay. To go to stage 10, we require over $22 million, and it can happen tomorrow. It can happen in a week time or a month's time. We don't know. But once it happens, quite serious things will happen too. As for example, when we moved from stage 8 to stage 9, there was the investment increased by 40%. Which will you see on the next slide as well. So here we have a few countries that are involved and have shown a big interest and have shown they respect to what we have done here so far. For those who don't know, Rod Hook on the top right, he is the ex-chief transport minister for South of Australia. He was the uber skeptical person that I can imagine, joining the company and the project later on. So he traveled to Minsk a couple of times himself, and with his team, with different teams, with different delegations, just to prove, that what he sees and what he understands is what the others sees and understand. And since then, he has become our director in Australia, for SkyWay Australia. And he wants to bring this technology to Flinders University, connecting the campus for students, so they don't have to, miss their lunch and sitting in the traffic. And also, another project is planned in Adelaide City, which also you can see loads of news and updates on the internet as well. Then we have obviously Czech Republic, we have UK, Ireland, Turkey, the Philippines, New Zealand is coming up as well, but we need to get to discussion. So there are loads of countries that are coming to us today, and they are trying to get to meet Mr. Unitsky to see, what needs to be done in order for them to bring this technology to their country. The biggest, achievement for us today is that India They have signed with us a contract for $922 million, and they want to build 3 targeted projects in smart city, connecting 19 cities. Unfortunately, I don't know from top of my head the names of the cities, but there are articles on LinkedIn or on our Facebook group, which I will share with you later on as well, where you can see all the articles, all the news and updates, about everything that happens in the company. In India, there are, the project is disclosed as much as we can know, and there are different cities as well mentioned that, for those who are interested to know more, you can go online and check it out. But what I can say is, no one wanted to be first, but no one wanted to be second. However, India took, the leadership, and now we have them on board, and I believe the other ones will follow. So yeah, here are the few pictures. Now I know why we are here. There was few pictures of what has been done. By the way, I wanted to share with you this competitor and analysis as well, because some people say, well, I know about the Skytron, there is magnet levitation trains, and etc. Take a screenshot of this, or just later on you can share the webinar or have a look at this again. It's just another comparison to what we can offer here today. Obviously, the speed might not be the highest one as the Hyperloop can offer, or the magnetic levitation train, but talking about the safety, we can offer the very high safety. We have zero accident rate. The cost per kilometer, as I mentioned to you before, look at this: 105 million, Hyperloop, $100 million. And we are offering between 3 to 6 million per kilometer. Eco-friendly is obviously everyone, because this is what we are going forward to. And then we have adaptability, which means, we can be built anywhere. As you can see, magnetic levitation can't be built on the water. It needs a flat ground. Skytron the same, and it's only for cities. For us, we can be built in sea, mountain, jungle, desert, and etc. So I think that's I think quite good to kind of share with your people. And then we are coming back to what's in it for you guys. The investment opportunities. Here we are saying to people, you have an opportunity to join the company and to tell us that you want to be in this team, as in this project, by putting your name down. I have received numerous of petitions that people want to change this, people that want to change that, the government needs to do this and that. But all they do is just send me back a thank you letter and describing what they're going to be doing about it. And that's it. They do what they might do. In our case, we have 2 opportunities that you can take on board, and you can decide, you can make your decision, your choice, how you want to support our project. So first thing is just sign up, go back to your investor sponsor, ask for the link, do the registration, and ask him for promo code as well, which I will share with you a bit later. But basically, you do the registration, and the company is not going to just tell you, oh, thank you for supporting us. We will give you gifts, 2 gifts. One of them is educational material, 8 rules of private investor, and the other one is X amount of pre-IPO equity shares, which I will tell you later at the end of the presentation how much those are, as just a gift. All right. The other opportunity for you to support us is to help us to raise the funds for Eco Techno Park. So here are a few of those that I have, taken as a screenshot from your back office. This you also can see, this information you also can see in your back office. So just, ask your sponsor to share with you this information. But today, for example, I will, give you 5,000 USD dollars investing. You will receive 700,000 pre-IPO equity shares in the package, which means that once the company goes on IPO, the value for this package would be $700,000. And the reason why is because today's IP been valuated and worth of $400 billion. So one share is, they have undervaluated the one share would be worth $1. Okay, so but imagine that we are not selling a phone, or we're not selling a chocolate or anything else. We are selling a whole infrastructure. So therefore, I believe that one share would not cost $1, it would cost more. But just to take as it one share would cost $1, then by investing only $5,000 today, you get a portfolio worth $700,000. And then put another zero if one share would cost $1. So it would be 7 million. Correct? Yeah. 7 million worth portfolio by investing today 5,000. Which project would give you this opportunity? I have come across people that says to me, "Oh, if I have money, I would be investing in a Hyperloop." But Hyperloop would never give you this opportunity if you are not a big investor. Here today we are offering, it's kind of the same industry, just a different product, but also opportunity to invest and receive the pre-IPO equity shares in the package, which will be worth, quite a lot of money later. All right, I hope you understand. But 5,000 is not the amount that you have to go for. There are different price, different amount that you can invest. You can invest $250 or $100 or $50,000 if you want. It's up to you. I'm just telling you, or I'm giving you the opportunities or options that you can go and think about. Let's say that you want to go for a $10,000 investment, because you would be receiving close to 2 million pre-IPO equity shares, but you don't have the money in account today. That's fine. Still today, you have an option or opportunity to invest 10,000 is here, like EIP installment 5, to buy this package and pay out the amount over 10 months period, paying only $1,000 per month. Okay, so let's say you buy today this package, and now you have to remember that every month you have to top up your back office, let's say a couple of days ago, a week ago, with this amount of money, because first we are not doing direct debit, but you have to top up your back office for us to dedicate the money, towards your package. Let's say on a month 4, you have received another bonuses, or you have, won the lottery and you have the rest of $6,000 to pay out. You can easily do that. You can also buy another 2 packages, another 3 packages if you want. It doesn't matter, as long as you pay them on time. Otherwise, it will be cancelled and recalculated how much shares at that time you have been, purchased. If, say, that tomorrow comes in a big investor and he pays out all the remaining amount for Ecotechnopark, don't worry, you can still pay your monthly package for the rest of, even if it's 9 months, you still can pay, because you have reserved that particular amount of shares. Okay, so don't worry. The most important fact is to remember to top up your back office. Business opportunities, quickly go through. So we are not employing people, but those people who sees the picture, if they see the vision and the picture on a bigger scale, then there's an opportunity to grow with us, not necessarily particularly in UK, but globally. Because what we do is we're using word of mouth. Do you know what does it mean? If not, then can I ask you, what are the best restaurant you can recommend me? Or what is the best shop you can recommend me? Or what is the best travel agency you can recommend me? And the moment you recommend me this company or the services or whatever, food or something, I'm going to go and buy it. because you are the person that I believe in, and you are the person who told me about that and said about, experience, and, told me about how amazing it's all about. I'm going to go and buy it, or I'm going to go and eat there, or I'm going to use a travel agency. But most of the time, unfortunately, they are not going to pay you for referring me to them, right? I'm not saying that it's completely like nowhere. There are situations where you can go and you can find, they, for example, giving you like reward cards or something. I don't know. Like I had the situation with a carpet cleaner who gave me at the end like a card where I need to refer 10 people and he will come and clean my carpet, next time for free. Or banks I've seen as well that they are referring to each other. So we are doing as well, which I think is pretty cool. I believe people are buying people, and they trust you more than some advertisement companies or some TV or radio. So as long as you can, share the vision with someone, and you can share this information with someone, you can get paid for it. And what we can offer here today is anyone can enroll and start earning from day one. So if you register today, you can also tell to someone else, and this person can be also directly registered under you. And if the person invests, you straight away can earn money. All you need to do, you need to just qualify by investing $8, which I don't think it's a lot of money. I've been involved in different network marketing businesses where they asked me to invest hundreds of pounds or hundreds of dollars. I have to buy products, I have to test them, I have to sell them, or I have to use them, but basically there is big investment. Where here you don't have to. $8, I think it's not a lot. I travel to London for £12, so I think $8 is quite reasonable amount for you to start, your business. And obviously you need to be over 18. Unlimited earning potential, no levels for limit. Level limits is because we are not pyramid scheme, we are not oh my gosh. Binary scheme or any other scheme. We have unlimited people on the first line and unlimited people on the downline. Obviously, you need to be qualified to receive the percentage from, let's say, line which is downline on 10 or 11 or 12. But there is a marketing plan that we can go through later. But however, what I want to say is that there's no like X amount of people that can be on the first level or the second level. Therefore, there are no level limits for potential for earnings. That product proposition, I believe over 45 minutes, I think I have given you a product proposition. I have shown you the unique selling points, as we can say, for this product. That this is not just a dream, it's not just the pictures, it's reality today. And I think if you picture, the pain points for people that are traveling big journeys, paying a high amount, standing on the train or sitting in the traffic or living in a busy city, so whatever it is, and say that this product or this project can help them, not just for me, but for your kids and kids, then I believe there will no big questions. And captured audience is that everyone can be enrolled, as I mean, not earning, but enrolled in a project. If you have even like a month-old baby, instead of buying like numerous gifts again that he or she won't be even using, you can instead of going to bank and put the money in a bank and hoping for them to give some percentage at the age of 18 or in 18 years time, you can enroll this person in our project. You can start, you can buy the package or you can pay monthly for this person. And once they reach the age of 18, they will be able to use, the dividends that they will be receiving from the project or selling the shares. And what we can offer here today as, for example, 7 multiple income streams, is I think very cool. Today we have commission that you can earn from your network. So for those who love talking to people and love sharing their experience or ideas or everything, you can just go to them, tell them about the project, they would love to invest, you register under them, and you get the percentage. There is a marketing plan that you can have a look at. The first level, I can tell you, I've received 15%. The next level, I received 7, 5, 4, and then it's from 0.1 to 1% downline. The other one is the investment from the percent from the package they invest, they buy. It's going to be only for the stage 9. At stage 10, we won't have this anymore because today it's more expensive to give away, a gift as a pre-IPO equity shares instead of giving you the cash. So be active. If you join today, be active because you can earn a lot. So this is purely from your personal network, from your team, from your, what you're building. And there is a marketing plan, as I said. You can ask your sponsor to share it with you, and you can, go through it. And if there are some questions, you can obviously come back to me or to someone else who can maybe go more details. But I think it's pretty straightforward. The company representative, basically, this is a very serious situation. We are looking for leaders in regions or in countries who can take up, who can build their teams and they can take up the region. But to get there, you need to have a consultant level. So again, you need to go through the steps. You need to know all about the company. You need to know, inside and out, how to do the business, etc. And then when we see that you're a person that we can trust you, that we can go and open the office in, your region or your country, and then you can receive the percentage as well from attracted investment. Okay, then there's a project initiation. So let's say you have opened the office and now you have people that would be interested from the government. You can go initiate the project and you will also receive the percentage depending on your involvement and what you have done, to make the deal to complete, like basically open and close the deal. There is also a percentage, just kind of discussed over the contract. And then percentage from the contract, which is quite exciting as well. So the first two, the network and investment, A and B, was from your personal investment, and people who are investing under $100,000 or pound investment level. Those who are investing over $100,000 mark, they need to be going straight directly to Mr. Unitsky with yourself and Andrei Havarato to close the deal. Okay, there is also a percentage up to 5% in cash from your involvement in the business in a deal, and up to 2.5% in shares, also from the purchase package from the deal, which is also going to be available only for stage 9. For stage 10, we're going to be giving only cash in a commission. All right. And then we obviously have tomorrow, which is the IPO and dividend. So as I said, once a company goes an IPO, you are able to receive dividends. Dividends from any project all around the world where it's going to be built if you invest in Eco Technopark. If you wait for Eco Technopark to be finished and wait that there is no risk at all involved, then you will be able to invest in separate projects and receiving dividends only from those particular projects. The other part you can do is obviously you can sell the shares on the stock market. Okay. For those who don't know, or they just joined, or you are not aware of this, please stay updated on our 5 social medias. So the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and which one I missed? Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Yeah, correct. And please follow us, stay updated. There are live news, live updates, so you will never be, outdated on the information. However, tomorrow, for people who are our long-term partners, or they are already on a partner level, you will be able to you can join the webinar tomorrow, and I will share the latest news and updates that has happened this this week or the previous week. All right. And very exciting news for you guys is our EcoFest, which is going to happen on 1st of July. It's a very great event to attend. If you are still, not sure whether the project is for you, not sure whether it's real, some people say it's still kind of very good designed pictures. So you're more than welcome to attend this EcoFest, which is going to be obviously in Minsk. There is a link where you can do the registration, complete fill up the form, and if you invite the guests, please register them too ASAP, because we really need to know how many English-speaking people will be attending in order to make sure we have the translation for you too. And the 2nd July, there is going to be a day off. And the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we will have a conference for people who are the consultants and above. And they will have the personal training with Mr. Havrato during 3 days. So it's very exciting. If you join today and you are not a consultant, so you still have a time to do so. And once again, if you haven't registered today, ask your sponsor to give you a link. And this is the promo code that you can use to receive the total amount of 50 pre-IPO equity shares as a gift today. And the promo code is definitely working. I have tested it, our technical people have tested it, and it's working, and it's valid till 30th of April. So what can I say? Build the Skyway, save the planet. Questions and answers. I have lost my voice. Whew. Okay, someone has said some with crowdfunding. Geez, we need the urban for our coastline. We experience slips, etc. due to cyclone Dublin and Hook. Definitely, we can avoid all of that. Well, New Zealand is getting Skyway. Can you explain the EcoFest event? So EcoFest event is an opportunity to everyone from all around the world to go and see the transportation up and running and witness that this is all real. So as I said, Unibike and Unibus will be up and running by 1st of July. It might be a situation, well, depending how many people will be attending there, but maybe some VIP persons will be able even to drive with to test drive the transport. There's also will be cargo half ready, which also we will be able to see. So 1st of July, everyone who wants to join this party, as we call it, please do follow the link that I have put here underneath and fill up the form. Because during this EcoFest, you will be able to take videos, you will be able to take pictures, you will be able to see other people, and maybe ask some questions and etc. Basically, it will be a kind of assurance for you that we are not making up a beautiful pictures, but everything is happening and it's real. There is also, as I said, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, a conference, organized 3-day conference by Mr. Havrato, but that conference is only for consultants and above. If you're agent or partner or just investor, you won't be able to attend, because during the conference, Havrato will tell you, what are the company's vision and how to build a business, and he will do the training and etc. Okay, and can I see promo code? Here we go. Brian, is it clear about the EcoFest event? Obviously, there is a link that you also can find on our back office where you can purchase the ticket. The ticket costs $15 by the end of April. Then it goes up by $20, I think, and then it's going to be $30 to attend this EcoFest, the 1st of July. And you will be able to enter only if you have the ticket. Okay. I think, who wants to know more information? As I said, there's going to be a webinar tomorrow where I'm going to emphasize more on these promotions and everything. But okay, here it is. For those who don't know, so there is a ticket that you need to purchase under this link, festival.rswsystems.com. You will be able to purchase on your name the 1st of July ticket, which, as you can see, is $50 today. May will be $20, June will be $25, and on site will be $30. The ticket is not refundable, and your ticket allows you to use their transfer bus as well. Okay. So the promotions, yeah, that's for people who are attending, then for consultants. Do you have more questions, people? It's very hot in here. All right, I see you don't. Well, guys, I really hope you understand everything, especially for those who are here for the first time. If you really need some help or anything, you're more than welcome to, to find me on Skype, which is ANIITS5, and I hope I can help you with the questions you might have. But for now, I will say thank you for your attention. Thank you for attending. Please, please, please invite your new people for the next webinar, which is next Tuesday. I really want to see us growing globally. I want to really to see new people joining us, because we had 159 countries, I think, involved today, 105 countries supporting the project, and I really hope the numbers in those countries will grow rapidly as well. So today we had a webinar for completely new people. Tomorrow I will have a webinar for those who are already in a business and they just want to know the news and updates. And on Thursday, same time, by the way, 7 o'clock BST time. So on Thursday, I'm running a webinar, or Mila will be running a webinar, how actually to start, doing the business, whether it's how to run the presentations, how to run the webinars, or anything else, and you will be able to ask more and more questions. But that's also for people who are already in the business. All right, guys. It was nice to speak to you, and I look forward, to see you us growing next Tuesday. All right. Thank you all very much, and have a good evening. Bye.